Welcome to the opening round of the Porsche Cup from the Nurburgring short layout. We have a minute 12 remaining in qualifying, and Mike Stockmill is, of course, leading the pack by about 0.8 of a second, so, you know, the usual. With me on commentary, Byron Dirksen.
Go away!
With me on commentary from some beach, Travis Wallace.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
He's
the son of the beach.
He's late for some shuffleboard.
He's gonna get waterboarded.
With us in a very crowded booth, Andy Blade.
Yeah, can you tell Travis to move over? There's not much space.
And finally, making his ESR commentary debut from the Dominican Republic, Carl Hackman.
Good evening.
Noted for another.
When it was just me and Andy and Carl, I had this whole Necro Butcher-esque speech for Carl Hackman. We'll bypass that for now. And before you is the grid for this race. Mike Stockmill, Travis Wallace, Martin Peterman, Darcy Parkinson, Sean Kenny, Vinnie Roberts, Martin Edmonds, Justin Swan, Jesse Hampton, Zerai Garunian, Alex Loeffler, Johannes Bergmark, Noel Robbins, Andy Blade, Edward Gonzalez, James Butler, Dennis Meister, Rochelle Guerin, and Federico Zvanger is your grid. There is about 5.3 seconds separating first from last. Gentlemen, do we have any predictions aside from Mike Stockmill is going to win the race?
A German car will probably be in the top 5.
That's a solid option.
I'm not going to win the race.
That's also probably a solid option.
I'm going to crash multiple times.
Ah, well, that's not a
Neat.
prediction. You know you're not going to.
Somebody's gonna win.
Somebody's going to win. Perhaps the best prediction of them all. We wait for everyone to join the grid. I'm going to give you a little hint. That green car that you can just see a little bit of a nose of, he's going to sit in that pit lane for a while and not join the grid for a bit. So our mission is to figure out who that is. I think it's Sean Kenny, who held up the proceeding.
What a loser.
Definitely wasn't me.
Definitely was not Carl Hackman. He was not present for this race.
It was me.
It doesn't make a difference on my result.
All right, we are on board with James Butler for the start of this race. The countdown is in effect, and here we go. And whoa! Somebody found a little bit too much of the gas.
Early pit stop.
Zerai Garunian losing control and ends up at the back of the pack. Mike Stockmill is leading the way. Edward Gonzalez there in 16th position. And passing Rochelle Guerin. Or not passing Rochelle Guerin, getting passed by Rochelle Guerin and then passing her back. So Rochelle back to 16th, 17th in a fight there with Edward Gonzalez. We'll see how that turns out. Mike Stockmill leads with Travis Wallace, Martin Peterman, Sean Kenny, and Darcy Parkinson, who is in the fetching pink and white livery there in 5th position.
Delightful. The green car was in 4th. So yeah, it's Jonathan Kenningston,
Jonathan
the 14th.
Kenningstein, the delayer. The man who had everyone sitting on the grid waiting for him.
Yes, I thought there was Noel Con was actually in the grid with the amount of smoke that appeared.
Oh, indeed, Noel Kahn, master of the smokescreen. Martin Edmonds there in 6th place in the yellow banana car. The
Colt
Lux
Banana.
sponsorship. Colt Cabana. Following him is Vinnie Roberts and top Academy driver Jesse Hampton.
And in front of him, I think that's Darcy, isn't it?
That is Darcy ahead of him there in the pink and white car. Purple,
Yes,
white,
let's see if
pink,
he
and
keeps the same livery.
white. Are you suggesting that Darcy gets bored easily?
No.
I'm just suggesting he's colorblind and he might be just trying to figure out how colorblind he is.
So, are we on a scale of taters determining right how colorblind is he?
Extremely. He might be Roush colorblind.
Yeah, Roush is pretty damn colorblind.
Uh-huh.
I've been arguing with Roush for like the last 2 months that his car is not the color that he thinks it is.
It's brown like the color of money, baby.
Sean Kenny looking down the inside of Martin Peterman. Can't get the job quite done yet. Martin Peterman, Andy, you'd be the man to ask about this. Is this his debut in ESR? I don't think I've seen him.
It is, I believe so. His first race.
Excellent. Welcome to the grid, Martin Peterman. I believe that same can be said also for Johannes Bergmark down there in 60.
And Mike's nearly 2 seconds ahead already.
Yeah, we're like a lap or two in, and Mike Stockmill's already two seconds ahead. That's the thing.
I blame Travis for that.
Well, no one's putting the pressure on Travis. So it's not like anyone else would do it.
Yeah, those words.
I believe I have a nickname for Johannes.
Hit us.
It would be known as Johannes Titanic Bergmark.
Oh, I like it.
See what you did there.
Yeah.
I did.
Eddie Roberts looking to get around, of course, our infallible leader, Martin Edmonds, who would never, ever, do something like completely destroy his tires.
I mean, really, the goal should be to completely destroy other people's tires, shouldn't it?
I mean, if you're going to destroy tires, it is better if you destroy other people's tires. That's true. These cars, pretty tough on their tires, so I imagine we'll see Martin probably struggle towards the end of the race, so he definitely needs to make ground while the sun shines on him.
He does still have the new app going, so you can see the temperatures now, so...
That is incredibly handy.
Did you say make ground while the sun shines? Is that like we'll burn that bridge when we cross it?
Yep. My sayings don't have to make sense.
Though there's a whole classification of like mismatched sayings. I can't remember what it's called, but it's hilarious. I'll have to try and find out what it is. I'll just read them off during an entire hour of racing or something like that, and it'll just be that.
Martin Peterman is putting the pressure on Travis Wallace, which means only one thing: the gap has grown to 4 seconds for Mike Stockmill.
Yeah, he's getting just second a lap.
I think it's isn't this cheating that Germans in a German car? Is that like steroids?
Maybe. I mean, we'd have to see Martin Peterman in a non-German car and see how that goes. Might I suggest a Ford Mustang? Not much action going on in the top 10. Pretty static, actually. Further down, Bergmark's coming back through the grid. From presumably off of some kind. He's up to 14th now, having gotten past Rochelle Guerin and Eddie Gonzalez. Sarai Garunian, who had that, in a word, dramatic start. He's back up to 16th place. And Vinnie Roberts is sliding back. So I just said nothing was really happening in the top 10. And clearly I was mistaken.
I think Roberts has had an issue.
Yeah, I think he hit the last turn on the wall. He turned in too tight and caught the inside wall.
Are you saying he pulled a Mike McRacken? Only he didn't take out Martin Edmonds as part of the deal.
He just pulled a dumbass move. Rookie move, man.
So he is dropped down to the back of the pack, although not too far off Noel Robbins, so we'll see what he can do. And things are getting spaced out a little bit back there. There's some good battles going on. James Butler battling with Alex Loeffler. That's a good Andy Blade update. Look at that white car. Sign of supremacy.
It just puzzles me why I picked it.
Could it be the fact that you are a pasty white individual?
Oh, you just didn't get it, did you?
I think he was punting on his paint job.
I'm intentionally going to not get it.
Dang it. Help me out, Carl.
This is how you defeat Andy Blade's humor. You just don't get it.
Gonna take a jigsaw to that car?
There we go. I'll give up.
Martin Peterman going up the inside of Travis Wallace into the chicane.
Oh, that's
very close. That was gutsy. And Sean Kenny thinking about trying to do the same, as well as Darcy Parkinson.
Why did you let him get away with that, Travis?
Yeah, how is he not in the wall, Travis?
Well, it's still early, and I didn't want to crash myself that soon. Although I didn't wait much longer.
Spoiler alert, Travis gonna spin. Sean Kenny going down the inside into turn 1. I've noticed a couple of cars trying that move down in turn 1, and they just seem to lose all momentum. I don't drive these cars. I didn't drive in this race, so Travis or Andy could perhaps comment on why that was.
Well, I mean, first gear is just way too short to use, and second gear coming out of that corner is not effective for taking time.
Gotcha.
Or they've been taking lessons from me.
The lack of low-end gearing these Porsches possess, kind of making that overtake a bit of a problematic proposition. Darcy Parkins getting a little bit wide, lets the yellow banana boat of Martin Edmonds through in 5th place. God damn it, Darcy. Representing Eastern Canada here. Can't let the Westerner get through.
Whoa, just a minute.
I was waiting for that.
I thought Byron would have stepped in on that one.
Yeah, it's too pedestrian.
Well, Byron also disowns Martin for his French heritage.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's fair enough.
Him and Darky parking structure.
Oh, it's terrible. In the meantime, Mike Stoppill's gap has grown to over 6.5 seconds, but it's not growing as much now. Well, I say this and it goes up to 7.2.
I think he's just acting as a safety car.
The safety car, Mike Stoppil. He might actually manage to convince the Formula 1 drivers not to bitch about how slow the safety car is if we put Mike Stoppil in. Just looking back to see if there's any other things. It looks like Johannes Bergmark's had a moment. He slipped back again to 16th position. Vinnie Roberts up to 17th after we didn't see what happened to him, but we have it on good authority via Andy Blade that he stuck his nose in the wall.
I seen it go down with my own eyes.
There we go.
And it had no responsibility foresight action at all.
No, I was nowhere near it. Although Martin was.
Martin was very close.
Oddly enough. Did a carton of poutine go flying out the window right beforehand?
Travis Wallace still on the attack against Martin Peterman here in the battle for 2nd place. We have Sean Kenny drifting a bit back, and not as much as the poutine mobile of Martin Edmonds there back there with Darcy Parkinson battling over 5th position. Jesse Hampton still holding a solid 7th. Good work for the Academy driver. Andy Blade, Justin Swan, and Dennis Meichner rounding off the top 10.
Yeah, Justin was doing a good job, I'll tell you. Constantly in my mirrors. Until he wasn't.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
he's quite a Porsche fan.
He is Travis Wallace's boy. Oh, a little bit of the headlights there from a little flashing of the headlights from Travis Wallace trying to get in the head of Martin Peterman.
Is that why you ran away from home and you got busted for flashing?
It might have been.
That might be why he's hiding out in Nameless Beach.
Undisclosed location that may or may not be
Let's hope
Florida.
he's not flashing now.
Sarai Garunian goes down the inside of James Butler to take over 12th position. Edward Gonzalez is going to try and follow through. Good old Speedy. Not going to be able to get through on this particular occasion, though. Darcy Parkinson hunting Martin Edmonds. I mean, really, if we're being honest, all he has to do is keep the pressure on Martin Edmonds and he'll turn his tires into poutine and then, just slip on by.
Oh.
Travis Wallace still putting the pressure on Martin Peterman, still trying to find his way by. No one's really being left in the dust quite yet. The biggest gap is the one between Stoppmill and Peterman. Oh, no, I'm wrong on that. It is the one between Edward Gonzalez and Vinnie Roberts.
Hey, Vincenzo.
But seeing as I think Vinnie will close the gap between Gonzalez and Stoppmill away from Peterman, I'm sure if we check back on that and say, 2 laps.
I gotta say, I'm kind of disappointed in Travis here because he's had all this camera time and done nothing special.
Indeed, this is the most
Just
I've
wait
been
for
on.
it.
This has been the most. Oh, there we go.
Oh dear.
Gets into the back of Martin Peterman, spins himself around, and rejoins in 6th place.
Good job, Travis.
Ahead of Jesse Hampton and, of course, our co-commentator Andy Blade.
Yeah, far too much weight in the back of these cars to try that.
Well, it is a rear-engined car.
Where the engine likes to be at the front.
Johannes Bergmark looking to go down the inside of Rochelle Guerin. see how this goes. We've been through how the inside line there doesn't have great drive. Rochelle trying to get back at him. He's got a better line through here. And will successfully take the spot back for now. Oh, switch back.
And then switch back again.
Paint spray.
A lot of paint swapping. Rochelle keeping the 16th place for now. Johannes is the faster car, though, so you got to think that he can get through. And they go side by side through the curve there. Car in the background is Vinnie Roberts, who's trying to make his way back through the field. Now, as a faster driver, Travis and even Andy, if you'd like to field this question, when you come up on two fighting cars that you know you're faster than, because you know you're on a recovery run like Vinny is, what does that change about your driving style? Actually, it was Noel Robbins in the background section. This entire run of questioning is somewhat mute, but you can answer it if you wish.
Andy?
For me personally, I'd want to get through it as fast as possible because you're just losing so much time while these two are fighting in front of you. And you know you're quicker, so you've really got to put the move in fast. Straight through the middle of them, split them, and go through.
Put them under the wall.
Aggressive. We'll see what Travis says. I bet it's even more dangerous.
Probably.
Surprisingly not. I would just lay back and wait for them to slow each other up coming out of the corner and then go.
I don't believe that for a minute.
I don't believe that in any way, shape, or form.
That's the instructor talking, not what I would do in practice.
I see.
It's off camera.
Justice Wan putting the pressure on Andy Blade. This is the first good look we've had at this battle pretty much the entire time, although Andy has alluded to it being a close, hard-fought contest over 8th position.
Well, I don't know him either. He's kind of new to ESR. Travis brought him in, and he seems to be a good racer.
Yeah, I enjoyed racing with him at Monza in his big, honking, old-ass Alpina. As, whoa!
Hello.
That's a John Deere move.
Martin Peterman with some problems there, and Sean Kenny says, thank you very much, I'll take second place, and the Banana's coming with him. Martin Evans up in third. Travis Wallace and Darcy Parkinson also getting through. Justin Swan's through, Andy Blade's through, Jesse Hampton is through. I imagine he'll rejoin ahead of Dennis Meister, who's a little bit off the pack here.
Jesse up to 6th now.
Jesse Hampton, 6th place for the Academy
Good job,
driver.
Jesse.
And he's got the same position as Paul.
He does.
Oh, well spotted.
Noel Robbins putting the pressure on Rochelle Guerin. She's lost out her fight with Johannes Bergmark. And also Bergmark, by the way, has also gotten past Edward Gonzalez, so he's on a charge. And Robbins trying to replicate the move against the inexperienced female driver. Down the inside he goes. I really like that livery that Bill's rocking, actually. The black and the random colorful splash in the middle. Interesting. He's up to 17th position.
I think Rochelle gives up the positions too easy. I think she could hold it off better than that. She needs to be a little bit more aggressive.
Could be. Needs to channel her inner
more
motocrosser a little bit more.
Yeah, a bit more confident and stick it to him a bit, you know? Don't make it too
stick
easy
him in the
for
wall.
Stick him in the
Not
wall.
in the wall, quite, but...
Brett, make it look like you're going to stick him in the wall.
Yeah, scare him to death.
You must instill fear in the opponent.
So, quick recap of the positions. Mike Stockmill, 10.3 seconds in the lead over Sean Kenny. Martin Edmonds, Darcy Parkinson, Travis Walsh, Jesse Hampton, Andy Blade, Justin Swan, Martin Peterman, and Dennis Meister, your top 10. I do feel that Meister's position in the top 10 is probably somewhat temporary with Garunian and Roberts behind him. I think that those are two considerably faster drivers. In the meantime, Johannes Bergmark continued to make his way through the grid. Alex Loeffler's had an incident at some point. He's dropped down to 16th position. Not sure what happened there. He was running borderline top 10, though, for most of this race.
Travis probably torpedoed the shit out of him.
Could be. Travis, would you like to confirm or deny?
Plead the fifth.
There you go.
Speaking of guys who have had a bit of a moment, we saw Martin. Last time we were looking at Martin Peterman, he was in the grass. We drove the race in 9th position and is hunting down Justin Swan.
Now we're talking.
As well as this man, Andy Blade.
Yay!
The Jigsaw. Andy, is there truth to the rumors going around that you are the Jigsaw Killer?
That is right.
And now we hope.
Is that why you finish last all the time? Because you're on a tricycle?
Did you get Andy a Reliant Robin?
I would drive a Reliant Robin, I'll tell you. So we need them in Raceroom.
Andy Blade's still putting the pressure on Jesse Hampton, but he's yet to find a way around. And in the background, Justin Swan, he's dropped off a little bit, but he's still in the picture. And more concerningly, probably, is the charging car of Martin Peterman. We know has probably a podium-capable car.
Andy's still trying to figure out the colour of Jesse's car at the back.
Probably.
That's why I'm following him. It's
still
purple.
trying to figure out if it's purple or blue.
It's fuchsia.
Oh, God.
It's definitely not future.
But it'd be funny to tell him that and make him think he's colorblind.
I mean, we could tell Roush that. At some point, I actually need to get Roush to drive in this game.
That'd be infotending.
Would be. Shout out to Roush if he happens to watch the video. In the meantime, Andy Blade still putting the pressure on Jesse Hampton. Justin Swan getting big in your mirrors here, Andy.
Yeah, but I'm looking good while I'm doing it, right?
That's true. That's true. Everyone's looking good. These are all these are fantastic looking cars. Not really a fan of the actual shape of the car, but the liveries are fantastic. Let's see if Andy can make a move here into the third sector of the track towards the start-finish line. Looking down the inside into the chicane, maybe. Can he make the move? Nope. Jesse will bite his nose off. And they head into the final corner here. This is where we saw Vinnie Roberts have issues. And also Martin Peterman. So it's a very deceptively difficult turn, it would appear. Darcy Parkinson turning the heat up against Martin Edmonds. He's gotten a little bit of separation from Travis Wallace yet. Travis, I'm a little disappointed you haven't run up on the back of these guys and made them feel the heat.
Yeah, it took longer than I wanted it to.
In the meantime, Andy Blade looked like he was trying to make a move down into turn 1. Did not come to anything, but the door is open now as Jesse Hampton goes a bit wide. This is going to give Andy the inside turn here. But the inside line is going to revert to Jesse in the next corner. Can Jesse stick his nose in there? Yes, he can. He retains the position for now in 6th place. And Justin Swan and Martin Peterman probably just, hoping that this continues and lets them get right on the back of it.
I should have punted him off the track and just gone with it. It's obviously slowing me down, right?
Dude, there's a railing right there. You just scrape him off. What's wrong with you?
You're going to be my spotter in future there, Byron. You say, put him in the ball now.
Just go towards the fucking banister. Get him.
Barrier on the right. Put him in it.
You just got to give him a nudge as you go past the pit lane. You'll have an early pit stop.
I mean, technically, he's the one that has to brake, right? That's how that works, right?
Technically. Look like Martin's getting a bit squirrely.
Martin getting a little. Well, I mean, we're about 20 minutes into the race. What do you think? What do I hear that Martin's tires are yellow already, or are we going even further?
They're going to be plaid.
Plaid. Martin, we don't even know how your tires are still working. They're plaid.
Just checkered spots of them are just black. That's how damaged they are.
That's just rims.
That's just the rim. Well, Darcy definitely seems to have the faster car, but he's got to get around Martin. Martin can be surprisingly defensive when he's even when his tires are freaking gone.
Well, he's used to that being French.
That's true. It's true.
It's good to be defensive about a lot of things.
Further back, Dennis Meissner has lost 10th place to Garunian, although he looks like he's trying to make a run down the inside here. Nothing doing there for the Dane. In behind them, you see Vinnie Roberts, who has been on a recovery run ever since his spin in the last corner. And Darcy is really making Martin work for it now, making him stretch those probably already ailing tires. Go Darcy, go Darcy. Team Samsung.
The Sunbirds.
Andy Blade has lost a spot to Justin Swan, but he is down the inside of Swan. They're heading up to the chicane.
Right there, I should have put him in the dirt. I should have.
Could have. I don't think it would have helped you, though. I think it would have just opened you up to the man behind you, Martin Peterman.
Like a sitting duck.
Stuck in a sandwich between Swan and Peterman. All kinds of interesting things.
Sir, it's 2019. I believe it's Peter Person or Peter Entity.
Again, it's a last name, so it's still Peter Man.
Sexist?
It's not sexist.
Is Darcy going to get it?
I would hope so. He's really deep down the inside here. Yeah. Darcy's got that. Darcy's got that. And that'll drop Martin Edmonds down to 4th place. Does Martin have anything for him? Are our comments about Martin's tires exaggerated, or are they actually just flat?
It's plow time.
No, the gap seems to be widening to an alarming degree. I believe Martin's tires may have actually mailed themselves away.
We're done.
We out? You're gonna put us on what? No. No.
All right.
I got kids.
You tires are going on to Martin Evans' car. No, I got kids. Don't make me do it. Andy Blade trying to find a way around Justin Swan. I'll tell you who this is favoring. Jesse Hampton scampering away in the distance a little bit there. Having a very solid race.
Very playful.
Vinnie Robertson in one lap has taken Dennis Meister and Garunian to move into the top 10. Good work by him.
I wonder if he pulled Paul Reccabenny move, put him in the wall.
Put him in the wall.
Hell yeah. Paul the Wrecking Ball Riccobene.
Martin Peterman looking to get around. Looks like someone's having a connection error that's causing the positions to change somewhat. And tell you who's really not being very competitive right now. Rochelle Guerin's about 28 seconds off of the back of the pack. And a further 37 seconds back is Federico's Vanger. And that gap is growing, which makes you think Vanger is either in the pit lane or off the track.
Both.
I think I saw him go into the pits at some point.
And if I was in this race, I'd still be behind him.
I feel like you sell yourself too short there, Mr. Hackman.
But true.
See, we get Hackman and Carman and Peterman and do we have anybody else in there? We could just throw on Team Too Much Man.
Too much man to handle.
5 minutes in the box. Too much man.
Martin Peterman trying to find his way around Andy Blade, who is losing contact with Justin Swan, having missed the opportunity earlier to put him in the wall.
Yeah, my tyres were starting to go a bit here. I could feel the grip losing
I thought you were one of the better tire managers in the field there, Andy.
Yeah, but I didn't really practice for this race, so I was kind of playing with the setup. Yeah.
You know what? We were giving Martin Edmonds a lot of shit about his tires. He's hanging with Darcy. He's keeping it about a half second.
Yeah, when these tires and these things started to go, man, they were going.
Yeah, it's all or nothing.
Would you describe these tires as a cliff then? They just go off and there's no turning back?
I would say that's pretty accurate.
Do they actually get to a point where they all sort of level out? So when they go off, they hit a certain plateau, and then everybody's on an even playing field at that point?
Yeah, it's called when they're blinking red.
Or there's just rims.
Yeah, I think my problem was I just got them too hot. After my first spin, I didn't let them cool down. And then when I spin it again here shortly, I definitely don't let them cool down. They don't like heat.
We did have an interesting battle on the ESR Courses server earlier on where I don't know what weather Wes has got it set to, but the default setup was popping our tires. It was interesting.
Oh. I think Martin's getting a bit frustrated.
A little bit. He's definitely been held off by Andy Blade, and I was hoping Jesse Hampton would scurry down the road, but Justin Swan's up on the back of him now, so maybe Jesse has asked a little bit too much of his tires at this point. Still running at a very solid 6th place, though.
He is.
He got a bit squirrely then.
He did. The gap, by the way, at the front is now up to about 15 seconds.
I think a lot of it is tyres. I think he's probably burnt his tyres out too a bit.
Surprised Justin Swan's tires are in such good shape, because he's been in a fight pretty much the entire race with you, so one would think he would have taxed his tires as well.
You can't really thunderfoot these cars though, can you either? You got to be smooth on the accelerator.
What's going on?
I think it's a connection here.
I think that's where he spun.
Oh, Jesse is spun. No, Jesse. That is promoted. Yep. Oh, and he's lost his front end.
Looking good.
That is allowed. That'll promote a position for Justin Swan, Andy Blade, and Martin Peterman. I assume Vinnie Roberts will probably catch him as well with that damage. At least relegate him to 10th position. Travis Wallace putting the pressure on. His very sleek black and white livery. Trying to get past the banana boat. That is Martin Edmonds.
Yeah,
Travis, is it true that you listen to the Thundercats theme song on loop when racing?
I do. I love Thundercats.
Excellent.
Thunder.
Ho!
Thundercats, we ain't love them hoes!
Martin Edmonds still holding a podium position here against Travis Ball. Wait, he wasn't holding it where? Where does he go?
He lost it in the right-hander on the outside. I think he touched the grass with the rear tires because he went right around.
Yeah, he's way back there now.
Big mix up at the front.
The big problems for Darcy Parkinson has knocked him off the podium. He's got 15 and a half minutes to try to get back there. We know Martin Edmonds is... Oh, Travis!
Not again.
Martin Edmonds...
Yeah, I didn't learn my lesson the first time.
Martin Edmonds' booty is so hypnotic that it will cause you to lose control of the car. That is relegated Wallace back behind Darcy Parkinson. Is Martin Edmonds going to hang on to a podium here? Because that would make me chuckle deeply inside.
It's more like, is his tyres going to hang on for the podium?
Well, I mean, his tires won't hang on. The question is whether they'll hang on just long enough to get there and go to heaven after the race. Johannes Bergmark putting the pressure on Dennis Meissner there for 12th position. A bit of a more minor battle. It's still important. Vanger has now dropped over a second behind Garin, so looks like he is still running, but I was questioning it for a moment.
Just not in the car. Maybe on foot.
Maybe on foot at this point. Of course, anyone who's been paying attention to our commentary for a long time knows that Frederico Vanger is the Dark Lord of the Sith and will finish the car no matter the damage done to it.
He could be on a literal unicycle holding a fender and powering the brake light with, like, Uncle Fester, and he'd still finish.
That's an interesting image. Martin Peterman still being held off by Andy Blade. Andy Blade doing a fantastic job of defensive driving here. And you're more or less keeping up with Justin Swan, so you're still in this fight for even 7th place, or pardon me, 6th place.
Yeah, probably got my shit together.
Further back, Travis Wallace and Darcy Parkinson, who have both pissed away podium positions, are fighting over 4th place and the right to go after the presumably heavily damaged tires of Martin Edmonds.
You just presume that because it's true.
I presume that because Martin Edmonds has the greatest tire.
This could be that.
This could be a Martin
your eyes,
Peterman.
man.
Oh!
Oh my God!
Peterman puts Andy Blade in the wall.
And
Actually, I think that was rewatching it. That was kind of my fault a bit. I kind of turned across
Because your ass is too fat. Got in the way of his fender.
I mean, I don't know why you just didn't spin into him. Like, you almost took him with you.
Yeah.
Is that
I've
pull-up triple
so
Salco?
many spins.
That's got to be like an 8 or a 9 for all those spins, man. That was awesome.
It's got to be solid.
Russian judge gave it a 7.2.
I mean, that Russian judge should be shot.
It's probably true.
Travis Wallace still putting the pressure on Darcy Hawkinson for 4th position. Andy Blade still running in 8th place, and
I'm still spinning.
You're actually gaining ground. I'm very confused by that.
And he's still a place below Paul.
You are now officially below where Paul Riccobeni finished. Where? How do you feel about that?
Pretty good actually, because I'm racing. No, I won't say it.
I mean, I believe everyone knows the thought you were going for.
Sober.
That's the issue right now.
Travis Wallace putting the pressure on Darcy Parkinson. The gap to Martin Edmonds is close to 4.5 seconds. That is the last podium position. It looks like we've lost Dennis Meissner at some point. His car appears to have stopped moving. It puts us down to 18 cars on the field. And there is the damaged car of Jesse Hampton, sans one bumper. And he is under pressure from Vinnie Roberts. Andy Blade up ahead, also minus a bumper. Looking good, Andy. Looking good.
It's weight saving.
I mean, I guess, how bad was it without the bumper, I guess, would be the question. Because these are not tremendously aerodynamically dependent cars.
It does make it rather difficult to get around the corner still.
I just mean, like, compared to, say, a Formula One car.
Then absolute rubbish.
Jesse Hampton has lost 9th place to Vinnie Roberts. Probably can't come back at him. There's a lot of corners in this track, and as Travis eloquently put it, the Porsches are not going to handle very well when they've lost their front end.
And he can't do that much flashing.
Travis Wallace. Hey, the headlights are still there. Travis Wallace putting the pressure on Darcy Parkinson. Still hasn't found his way around the white and fuchsia car of the Canadian. And up ahead, Martin Edmonds still doing okay lap times, it appears. And behind them, Justin Swan is being caught by Martin Peterman for 6th position.
I'm telling you, man, it's not fair letting the German guy drive the German car.
Well, they're not doing particularly well. They're in 7th and 13th.
They're just waiting for the right moment, that's all.
They're waiting for when you turn your back on them and put the Maginot lineup everywhere they're not going to go.
And then you just cannot imagine how bad it's going to be for you.
Mm-hmm. They're waiting for that sweet, sweet, sweet Belgian neutrality. Travis Wallace putting the pressure on Darcy Parkinson. Still hasn't found a way around yet, but I may have spoken too soon. But the inside line is going to go to Parkinson into this turn here, so I expect to see his car. Oh, no, we're still side by side. Travis has got the inside line for the next corner, and looks like he'll make that stick. 4th place to the angry god, Travis Wallace. The man the paddle shifters fear.
Correct. Travis, do you have your new, increasingly hardcore rig all installed yet, or what the hell?
It's about halfway. I'm still paddle shifting.
What?
Travis is flashing midair.
I was going to say, celebratory flash from Travis Wallace.
Exactly what that was.
We did it!
See if Darcy Parkinson can get back at him. And, of course, Martin Edmonds there in the yellow banana boat up ahead of them. That is the last podium position. Rounding off the top 10, just because we haven't done a quick rundown of it. Mike Stockton leading for about 20.5 seconds from Sean Kenny.
Travis is in.
Yeah, Darcy's going to go wide here, though. Darcy comes back at him, though. Travis, that's some sloppy driving, sir.
You suck.
Sloppy.
Get a little bit of a hip check there for
The worst.
So Darcy Parkinson, Travis Wallace continue to battle over 4th position. Behind them is Justin Swan in 6th. Oh, Travis trying to go down the inside again. Both cars have gone wide there. I wonder if that's an invalid lap. And should we have it got done here? Yeah. Travis is back past, but his fourth place stay last time didn't last very long as Darcy quickly got back in front. Can he do it again?
9.
After Justin Swan is Martin Peterman, the heavily damaged car of Andy Blade, Vinnie Roberts, and the heavily damaged car of Jesse Hampton. Top 10.
I feel like we've missed something here where we should have been doing the whole commentary in German accents.
I cannot keep up a German accent for that long.
You can't even keep up an English accent for that.
That's true.
I'm waiting for Andy to make a last move. He's only 10 seconds behind.
I think my moves are over, mate.
I think at this point you're more worried about Vinnie Roberts catching you.
I would expect one more disco move out of Andrew Bladenstein.
Well, once the aero's gone and you've got no transmission left, hardly, it was just game
Yeah,
over.
I heard there were some transmission issues in this race.
Holy. Well, I smoked the wall and that was it. The car was never the same.
You really got a granny shift going up and down.
I was making fun of Rochelle Guerin for destroying her third gear.
Nah, the street gearbox in these things is garbage.
Garbage.
Stop mill leading by almost 22 seconds. I mean,
That's
honestly,
like 4 laps.
It's not even a half minute yet. I mean, I'm stunned by that.
He's already been in the pits though.
Well, so is that's why it's so.
Had a coffee sandwich.
Meantime, who's this? Martin Peterman's still being held up by Justin Swan. Hasn't found a way around yet. Good driving from Swanee.
I mean, I find it very interesting that Stoffmeal is easily able to do these kind of things based on the fact that he is Dutch and therefore stoned 24/7.
Confirm or deny Mr. Stockmill in the comments below.
He will not confirm because he's too stoned.
That's
I
probably
mean,
why.
we will take your silence as confirmation.
Correct.
The reason he's so fast is because he actually thinks he's driving a straight line.
Who just went off?
Hello.
Travis Wallace
I
again.
saw nothing.
Dang it, Wallhacks.
Travis Wallace off the track yet again.
Was it a gopher on the track, Travis? What was it?
Yeah, totally. I was
And look at
before
that!
you blind
Look at
us.
that front end.
Now you're balling.
Damn nuclear gophers.
I like what you did to it.
That's a solid plan there. Martin Peterman is
Fetching moustache.
putting the pressure on Justin Swan. They're going to come up to Travis Wallace probably pretty quick because I imagine that car is very difficult to race at this point, Travis.
Yeah.
Are you perhaps suggesting I'm underselling the difficulty?
Maybe a little.
Actually, Travis, you should have tried to sell Jesse one good headlight, and then at least one of you would have had a decent car.
My brain is now playing one headlight by the Wallflowers.
That's a good plan. Looks like we've lost Frederico's Vanger at some point. He appears to be out of the race.
I find that impossible to believe.
Dennis is gone.
Dennis, as we noted, was gone a while ago. That one was quite odd. Vanger running around at the back and being down a lap. He's now down 2 laps, so I'm going to assume that
See, Vinny's going to get me.
His fuel saving.
Vinnie Roberts trying to put a move on Andy Blade's decrepit car.
And I let him go.
I mean, at this point,
Sure.
probably better off just letting him go.
Just like I let the top 8 go.
Totally.
I couldn't fight him off, there was no point.
Nah, you're really not going to with that damaged car.
Oh,
No, that
I
attitude.
don't know about that.
Well,
Travis,
there's different techniques of holding him up, yeah.
I mean, Travis Wallace is gonna take you to school, son.
Yeah, we're going to have to work on this.
Travis is gonna show you. Travis right now holding off his buddy Justin Swan. Justin giving him the headlight treatment. Travis don't give a fuck.
That's alright, because Swan knows that he's on vacation, so he's probably breaking in and stealing all his equipment right now.
A little speedy.
Go, Speedy, go!
Edward Gonzalez putting the pressure on Noel Robbins. Battle for 15th position. Haven't seen these two cars in a while. It's a bit of a shame. It's always the downside of running at the back of the pack is get a little bit less attention from the cameraman. Justin
And I sing
Swan.
Here's to You, Noel Robinson, a lot less.
Yeah, that's true. Justin Swan trying to get past the decrepit car of Travis Wallace. So decrepit. Very decrepit.
Are you saying Travis is decrepit?
I'm
So
saying
you
his
just
car
said-
is. I'm saying I can hear his frame creaking.
Never give up.
I can hear his car saying, "My bills."
My bill!
Martin Peterman just really hoping that the two Americans were to destroy each other. So, for those keeping track, 3 of the top 10 cars are severely damaged, yet still running in the top 10. Pretty
And
impressive.
German.
And German.
I'm one of them. Yeah.
You are one of them. Yourself, Jesse Hampton,
Take it out, Paul.
and Travis Wallace. We will have to decide the Andy Blade Paul Riccobeni feud in a steel cage car death match at some point.
Awesome. Sounds like fun.
I got some tracks on Trackmania that could probably suffice.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And it is a free game.
Free to play.
I would suggest the legendary track known as Kill the Jobber.
Kill the Jobber is a good time. People enjoy it.
Travis Wallace gets a little bit lucky there because it looked like Jesse or Justin had a little bit of lost control there. I think he may have had a move. He's opened himself up to Martin Peterman though. Peterman getting very frustrated. He's getting increasingly dive happy. Not really sure. There's not really any. The rush is on now because there's a minute left, but he really hasn't had anyone behind him to put the pressure on him. But has not found a way past Justin Swan and via extension the damaged car of Travis Wallace. Alex Loeffler and Johannes Bergmark have both made a solid comeback track through the grid. They're up to 11th and 12th currently. And the top Academy driver is still Jesse Hampton in 10th place.
Hamtown Races sing this song.
Will Peterman go for it? This is his second to last lap. He'll have one more after this.
Your ass go get bird marked.
And does he get desperate? You got a lapped car out ahead of them that I believe is Rochelle Guerin, I'd guess.
Yeah.
Who probably at this point has no third gear.
But it's easy. You just got to go flat out the whole time and then you win anyway. Who cares about third gear? Fuck third gear.
She gets very wide there and lets this battle through.
Oh man, you're missing the point. Just power slide right through the corner. Top speed.
All right, gentlemen, your thoughts. Intentional or mistake?
I think she did it on purpose. Just trying to get out of the way on the last lap.
She did come to basically a complete stop out there and let them pass, so it's just a level of intentionality. She's also not really racing anybody at the moment. She is 35 seconds ahead of Zerai Garunian and about 45 seconds behind Edward Gonzalez, so there's not really much she's racing for at this point.
It's a good call to stay out of the way a bit.
Still haven't found what I'm racing for.
That's true. Oh, Justin Swan is off!
Off to the beach.
Let's get to let Martin Peterman through, or is it? Yeah, I think Peterman's through. Peterman up to 6th place. Next on his list is Travis Wallace. At this point, I think Mike Stockmill might have won the race.
And done an extra lap, probably.
Yeah, probably. So I think it's Stockmill from Kenny. Martin Edmonds bringing home a podium in a car that wears tires. What the hell is this? Darcy Parkinson across the line in 4th place. He almost got 3rd. Travis Wallace with a fucked all hell car. Doing a celebratory slide there, or did you just lose control of the car, Travis?
No, mandatory Gran Turismo finish.
Daddy legs.
Martin Peterman, Justin Swan finished 6th and 7th. Looks like Vinnie Robertson beat 8th, followed by Andy Blade and Jesse Hampton's damaged cars. Alex Loeffler trying to catch Johannes Bergmark to put a showdown here for 11th position. Can he get it done? I'm going to say no.
I demand all finishes from now on be a
Ooh, he's trying.
clusterfuck of power slides and crashes.
There's Jesse's car.
Yeah. Oh, Loeffler got it. I made a liar out of me there.
Did he run out of fuel?
Looks like Bergmark might have run out of fuel, actually. Yeah. Bergmark 12th, Butler 13th, followed by Robbins, Gonzalez, and Garin. And then the DNFs for Zerai Garunian, Federico Svanger, and Dennis Meissner. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me for the commentary here for the inaugural Porsche event.
I'd like to say it was fun.
In my heart, Federico's always finishes the race. I feel that the track let him down, and
I have to
he's
assume
blameless.
I have to assume his internet connection let down, because there's no way that he voluntarily pulled off the track.
Well, I mean, it is Greece, and maybe some bills weren't paid. That might have happened.
It's possible. It's a sign of status there. So there are your results. Mike Stoppmill is your early leader in the championship. Not really sure there was a ton of doubt there. And let Carl Hackman know what you thought of his debut, everybody.
Put him in the wall.